guys, this is Paula and I'm back for us to do the spraying technique that goes along with doing the purple page. So we're going to, I've got everything stitched and everything stuffed into the purple page. The two things we made and the two things I got out of my stash. So the first thing we're going to do is put in our music sheet, because we want to be able to have that look like it needs to look for our purple page. Okay, and we're going to use this arrow, chevron, whatever it is. I don't think it's a true chevron. Let's look here. Now we're just going to lay just like this on our music sheet, and luckily it's the exact same size. We're going to spray our shimmer mist, our Tattered Angels Glimmer Mist, and it is a purple. And if we decide, actually I think we did both on our bag, but you know what, they were identical. So let's just use, I mean, you couldn't tell the difference in the two colors. So I thought what we would do with this one is just use the Tattered Angels. Okay, so now you want to hold it up and spray, you know, with, you know, little motion here, like left to right or right to left, however you want, but don't spray straight down. You won't get as, you'll just get like a ball of stuff. So I'm going to start to the left. You get more of a mist when you do that. See, you don't get the as much big blobs. And I'm going to do it until I see that my music sheet is colored like I'd like. Okay, I think we're pretty good there. And I'm going to wipe that off. So you always want your nozzle clean. Okay, we're going to let that set there a minute, and then we're going to take a piece of copy paper, and we're going to lay that right over the stencil. And then we're just going to rub. This is a way you can clean up your stencil, but it also gives you an extra page if you need it. If you don't need it in your book when it's all complete, then you just toss it or use it for, oh, ooh, I like it. Look at that. I am liking that. I'm going to lay that right here to dry. I don't know where. I don't have that much space. Now we're going to lift. Ooh, I like that too. Now we have several drips on here. This turned out really nice. Now I'm going to set this over to dry as well, but I'm going to hold it up. See, we have a few little mists because, you know, it did some work. Okay, so I'm laying that off to the side. And in the meantime, I want us to look at the book. This is going to be a short video, but I'm going to do another one right after this. This is just to show you how the purple page turned out. And we will go back and look, in case there's newbies, we'll go back and look at how it all started. Okay, I'm going to wipe this just real fast because I have a dirty wipey here. I don't want it to dry out on me. You guys know how that is. Now, if you don't have a spray box, just get a box, pizza box, or a, you know, something that you can put this lid up and not spray all over the place. And you want, or just any box, really. You can just lay it down in a box and it will be fine. Okay, so this is wiped good enough. Hey, listen, a lot of people don't even wipe their stencils. You must wipe them if you use modeling paste. But I'm just letting you know that a lot of people do not do anything. So I'm going to put a clean paper towel down here so that when I pile all my stencils back in here, they can be on top of something halfway clean. I keep all my big stencils inside here. So I'm going to put the wet one on top. And, you know, really, I had just enough large stencils, really. I don't know if I have to go back and look and see which ones I've used. But I'm going to close this now. And this is just a delivery I must have ordered from someplace. And it has lasted me forever. It's perfect. Okay, so I'm sorry for the glare on the mat. My lights are weird this morning. So I want to show you after I stitched everything. I told you we were going to put a pocket here, put 2 tabs with buttons, and we put a little rosebud type things in lavender, and I stitched straight across there. And this background is clear vellum, and it has the dictionary page, and there's the word purple, and there's the letter P for purple. Now, we did this collaging with the iris in a seed pocket that I got from Target, and then you journal on the back. But yeah, and that turned out really cute. It's got a glare, but you guys remember yesterday we didn't have as much of a glare. And here's a tag I made, and it's got a safety pin that's holding the button, and then I collaged on the back. Okay, and that goes in this pocket. So this is how the front portion of this turned out. I wanted to do something different on this side, so let me show you what we did. I told you what we were going to do pretty much. I put tuck pockets on the side, so you just slide them in. Then I added this very old vintage trim, and just so you know, I had to really glue the ends down because it's so old that it wants to just keep fraying. And so it's got some extra glue on the ends. And this is the back. See the bag we sprayed. And I told you I wanted to fold it because I wanted it to hold the flower on the front side. I just glued that down. And right here with the purple paper clip, it says look inside. And this is a loose book page heart. So when you turn it over and you look inside, you're going to get book page hearts and butterflies. Okay? So whoever wins this will get a little stash of goodies that are already punched out for them. All they have to do is spray them or whatever to make them the colors they need for any project they're doing. Okay, now that slides right in here. Okay, this is felt that I used on this side so it wouldn't ravel. And then I used this cardstock and then this vintage trim. Okay, and I used one of Tim Holt's photos and some of Ooh La La Crafts kind of reddish, purplish. I just kind of wanted to keep it in the family. And then on the inside, I just stamped some cute little birds and put journal and a couple lavender to purplish things. And then I slid this in the other side. Now, that's how our page turned out. We will end up putting the music sheet on the inside and on the outside, or on the inside, and then we'll put the copy paper on the outside after they dry. Okay, so we've completed that. I know it's not, last time I did the sewing portion on the video when we did the color yellow, so you can go back and look at that. So usually I do it every 1 or 2 books. I will jump in and do a page. We only have 1 more page left to do, and it will be orange. Okay, so I'm going to bring out the ones we've already got done. I have no idea how we're going to get all of these into a book. I'm just going to tell you right now. So see, this is the stencil I used on the other one, but this one will go on top, and this will be the front portion of it. But look how chunky this is already. So we're going to have to do something with it. Okay, so we've got the purple page. Let me get it in view of the camera. We've got the music sheet in yellow. This is how the yellow sheet looks. Has all these cool things and a felt flower with a brown button. And this back here is paper cardstock. Fabric right here. Got your tabs with little buttons. And then when you flip it over on the back, you have a collaged envelope. And it has the Y for yellow. And then you've got the same kind of pocket on the back with some yellow vintage lace. And I will tell you, this lace is, I could tell you how old it is because I used it on a little dress for my daughter for a bridesmaid's, not a flower girl. Here is another one of the seed packs we did. I just love the way it turned out. Collaged on the back, put some yellow birds there, and slid it in. Did some seam binding on a yellow paper clip. And yeah, so you can stencil as much pages while you're doing the one. Here's the back too. It got lighter and lighter. Most likely those will not be used because this journal has to be thinned down somehow because it's chunky. Here's the pink. Here's the pink inside. So this is decoupaged underneath the flowers. And this is felt for side tucks. Same up here with pink buttons. And then you've got your journaling card that's pink. You've got a little card that's pink, a little Mrs. Coggs pink in the garden. And then on the back, whoops, things are falling out. We have a die cut page, and the pink, let's see if we can see the pink. We can't see the pink word, but it does have the definition of pink inside it, and a few of them don't. This is a stenciled book page, and it was collaged on the inside, and it has the letter P for pink on this portion. And then we did like a, I want to say it's like a Hermelinda tag. Nope, it's not. It's just a single tag with a simple floral like the ones we stenciled, and then tassel trim. So I really love the way this turned out. I think it looks perfect. Now here are some of the pages, the leftover pages, and we probably, if we use any, we'll probably use one, and I'll just hang on to whatever. Here is how the green turned out. It turned out awesome. Let me get this in the camera here. We used 2 different greens on the stencil. See? And it seeks through. If you didn't know that, it does. Here is the items that we made, just stamped. You can add notes to the back. It's got the cardstock background. It's got cardstock pockets. Letter G for green. Fabric tabs with green buttons. And this is the Hermelinda with a 3-dimensional And then we got our little tags that go inside the pocket on the inside. And then we have, this came out of an observation book about trees. So that worked out perfect for that. Now we're going to flip it over. And this is the other side. We have a card in here with an old music sheet with green flowers, green background. And we have a lady with the green dress. And let me push this back down here. And the background is decoupaged. I'll show it to you. And then it's got this text fabric. It says lucky. I just kind of threw that in there because when I see the green, I think of something lucky. And then you've got the little envelope with some goodies inside. And then you've got this little pocket that is like a side tuck here. Just simple things, and you can just make them look adorable, you know. And let's see. What is this a Hermelinda tag too? I don't know. Yes, it is. You just write on the inside. It has a cute little flower button. And it looks like something is down in here. Yeah. So, and then you got this little flag and heart and green flower right there. So you just can keep going and going with the green. It's just a fun little project. Okay, so we're going to cover that up and put it back. It's not going to matter what order these are in, because I'll put them in an order that I like as I put the book together. Here is your hearts stencil. And can we say red? This is very red. That's red vellum on top of the text with the dictionary with the definition of red. And here I put little pockets on the side tucks. I did this Hermelinda. I like you to have room to journal, and that's why I've made several of those. So you can journal inside. And yeah, red vintage ribbon trim. Here is the little red card in this other pocket with the little red flowers. Okay, and on this side, we made a little book. Let me get it flipped over here. It's just full of book pages. Okay, and then I'm going to stuff that back in there. On this other little pocket right here, we did a decoupaged, a little heart, a little rose, which turned out cute. And then here is just a tag. Has a red button up on it. And then the tabs for this one are a red floral type with the little buttons. And on this side, I really wish I had done this side different. I wished I had not added these little pockets down here. But you can add some stuff to those. I would have liked it better without that. And then I added red trim to the fabric. And then here you have a decoupaged envelope. The back is decoupaged with red floral, actually it's red roses. And here's a decoupage tag with the red bird, red ribbon. And here is a poem. It's got, on the back, it's got places to write. And then it is a red rose vintage picture. So I must have got carried away. I put a lot in that, didn't I? I might have to move some of this around. That looks like it's a little thick over there. So, okay. So let me flip it over and put the music sheet on. And here we have the other red sheet. Let me lay this down now. Now we're down to the blue. And at some point, some of my blue ones fell out. So we're going to put them back in. Here's the stenciled music sheet. Looks pretty good, huh? Then, here is this book. I did put a fabric pocket on a lot of these because I just like the look the best. Here is a decoupaged napkin, and it has lace across a darker blue strip, and this cute little leaf tabs with a button. And I'm going to pull the stuff that's on this side out. Here is a little notebook that I stenciled, and I put the word note on here and matted it. Blue paper clip. I tried to go blue crazy, and it just has some tea stained paper. Okay, now let me put this back together. Set that down. That was on the right side, and here is another. It's got vellum, and then you can see where I stamped under it, or maybe it's on it, I don't know, but it's got a little calendar for 2019 and a blue jay. I think this is a blue jay. I don't know my birds. I'm going to confess right now. So I'm going to put him back in here, and I'm going to put, I'm trying to remember what was on this side. I think it was this. This is a butterfly journaling card, and you can see inside the glassine bag that it has punched butterflies inside. And I'm going to put this note right there, and here is a tag that goes behind this bag of goodies, and it's got it's all blue, but I put a little bit of gold Wink of Stella on there to make it shine. Okay, now we're going to flip it over. And on the back, we have these side tucks on text paper that I stenciled. Same decoupage here. And we got the B for the blue on the front of this little envelope. See, it's an envelope. It's got a journaling card inside and a little crocheted vintage piece that came off of a doily. Okay, and here we've got Together is a Wonderful Place to Be. Did some little butterflies, did blue stencil on the card, some blue tickets, another one of the little blue crocheted flowers, blue on the inside, blue, blue, blue. Yeah, and then we have, I'm going to put this other little, well, wait a minute, I've got more. Man, I loaded this one down. Look at all the blue things. Here's some 3 more tags. So I must have had these tags. Where did I have them? Isn't that funny? You don't remember when you do it, you know. So I'm going to put them in front of this. And I'm just going to kind of stack them on top of each other. And it'll be a surprise for the owner or whoever wins this book. I'm going to flip it over. This was the first one I did, so I guess I got a little carried away on blue items, but that's all right. More the merrier, right? Okay, so the music sheet goes on the inside, and the blue copy paper goes like that. Now, this, we only like one more page. And like I said, it will be orange. And we will have this baby done. Now, I got to find my... Oh, there's the purple. I'm like, what did I do with the purple? Okay, I'm going to flip it over. Try not to lose anything. Here is the purple one. And when those papers dry, I'll put them right here. And we will be ready to move on to the orange in a couple months. All right, guys. This is going to be the end of this video. But I'm going to come back. And we're going to start our I'm going to alter a book. It is not a vintage book because I don't want it to fall apart any sooner. When you start pulling out pages, you don't want a week older book. I mean, you can, but it is a little more risky. So, hopefully, my book will be fine. I did already tear out, this is the book. It's pretty good size. It is, if you guys want to get a book and do it along with me, you're more than welcome to. It's going to be 6 1/4 wide and 9 1/2 tall is the book I'm using. And so I've already tore out pictures. I tore out the pictures that were at the front. This is a, we're going to cover the spine, but this is a Pat Nixon book where it was, I guess, her daughter told the story of her mother. And so I took all the pictures out from here, and I took all the pictures out from here, and there was 5 or 6. So in that area, and I took the pictures out from here, because we don't want glossy pictures in our book. And I just wanted to do that so we didn't have to do it on camera. So I will be back, and we will start the collaged or the altered book. And what we're going to do here is we're going to vintage this up with doilies or something. I don't know yet, but it's going to be cool. All right, guys, I'll see you back in just a minute. Thank you.